Welcome to Creatively Exposed, a podcast and safe space for Black and marginalized creatives to empower, educate, and uplift you through the final product of self and creation. Bring a homie, share with a homie, and enjoy the show.
Hello again, y'all. I'm reporting from my couch. Sorry. Eventually, I will get my act together, probably in the next season. So many highlights for this weekend. I have multiple things on my mind. First, let us speak about Voodoonauts 2021. Yes, I officially named myself a stan. Black folks exist in the future, and it never fails. I wasn't able to fully be there the whole day, but I have the honor to help out with the fellowship this year, and Voodoonauts really never stops. First of all, filling my cup, being in an affirming, Black, speculative, thinking magically and living in the past, present, and future. I will never not get tired of it. So they do have some things available for the public on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So if you are listening to this on Monday or Tuesday, 2nd or 3rd of August, check the show notes. I mean, even Monday or Tuesday. It is not on Wednesday. I'm all over the place. It ends on the 3rd, so there will be a public showing, reading of brilliant folks. The new fellowship crew is so lit. Like, awestruck. I'm awestruck by how beautiful the diaspora's mind is. To speak to the interview with Onyx Pages, and Jerry from Onyx Pages was so amazing. I love the putting together and the idea behind first taking your time to read and then review and give your own literary criticism, as well as, if y'all don't know me by now, I love seeing the inner workings of a mind at play of a reader and a writer, right? As I am both. Just lit. Like, if you are an enjoyer of speculative fiction, this is where it's at. The other thing is FIYAHCON is coming, and there are so many like parallels and intersections, and so I am grateful to be a part of a dope ass Black community building the future. So definitely check out Tuesday. I'm gonna call it like it is. It's gonna be emerging writers if they're not published already. Big things come from Voodoonauts. So no, I was not, paid to advertise this or nothing. Y'all, a lot of y'all, if y'all been kicking it for a while, have heard that episode. And that was the same weekend that Black is King had dropped. So if I am not mistaken, the title of that episode is Black is King. And just something to keep your radar on if you're interested. There's also FIYAHCON that's coming. I need to stop playing and get my tickets regardless of where I am in the world. I need to be a part of that. And I've even gotten ideas for story writing. Yes, I know. Don't tell me about the ones that I haven't finished yet. Howsoever, there is a goal and there is a point. So that's my weekend highlight. That was today, Sunday. And then is the thought of, because this had happened to me this also today. First of the month is always popping, y'all. Stay alive, look alive. So I have been with, if you've seen the sequence, it's like go lay down, then we have last week's, and it's kind of the same energy, right? Which, if basically means I've been tired, real tired, for a long time. And so the concept of busyness, there are things that we miss out on and that we deplete ourselves of life, really, when we are so busy. Regardless if it's the things that you love, we need to find a moment to stop and really just be present. And so I have been doing the most and reaching the point of not wanting to do the most anymore. Reaching a part where it's like, how can I do the most in a way that there's ease here? Right? How do I maximize everything that I have going on, that it replenishes me? It leaves enough space for me to exist. And these are the things that have been ruminating in my mind for a little while. And so I have been taught, programmed, whatever word we want to use here, about the idea of being responsible and act and following through with your word. And sometimes it is up to a detriment. And I share these things because I don't know who might be feeling guilty or whatever, feeling stagnant, however you feeling, right? And so sometimes being so responsible, so busy, so adult, so intertwined with like everything that we can control and allow to and feel tangible, it causes a disconnect sometimes with yourself. And not my best feeling, right? I had to cancel a vending opportunity that I signed up for. So it's not like, but there is something about saying no to not even other people, but no to yourself when you have done the most. And if you don't do it in a way that is responsible, it can come off not the best, right? And so I had to do this because I wouldn't be able to give everything that I needed to give. When the body says no, or when the spirit says no, start listening. And there's two things, and a friend of mine told me this as well. There's two things about, yes, following through in your word. If you do it 99% of the time, like that 1% will be all right, I didn't mean to cause disarray, but sometimes you gotta listen, especially for me when I have gone against the things that I feel in order to meet this thing or show up or all of that stuff. It ends up being a detriment to self in any way, shape, or form. And so all of that to say, like, it is okay to cancel things, as long as you're not going to get sued for it or what have you. So check all the paperwork. Although there may be shame around choosing your well-being, do it anyway. Because all you really got is you. And although you may have very loving people around you, if you are not at your highest and best, can you really give anybody your highest and best? You know, and sometimes it's not just like rest, but partaking in things that bring joy, that bring ease, that inspires you and allows you enough space to fully exist as yourself and not the fears of whatever you have going on. Take up space, especially now that it is the first of the month, you know. It's August, it's Leo season. It really is the energy of taking unapologetic space on the stage that you want to be on, right? Like sometimes that stage is your house. It's your resting place. It's being in a space of your kind of luxury and comfort. Or it can literally be front and center. So just remember to choose yourself. That's really, really what it is. So many good things happen on that side. Like, that really is the place where the grass grows greener. And if we even want to, like, think about it, if we talk about right now how Olympians have removed themselves from the Olympics. Simone Biles. Sorry. Regardless of whom, especially black folks, meaning their names, but like black folks not overexerting themselves to do or meet these incredibly damaging and superhuman standards, right? Because it's not superhuman as superheroes, even though the super implies that there is a lack of humanity, right? Like there's a lack of this is a real person. It's more of, you know, you can go beyond what regular people can deal with. And so you have to meet this level that is insane here. I was seeing like a string of consistent things where it's like this person won the gold medal, but their neck was broken. Like, if we apply that to our lives, and like, will you break yourself in order to reach these insane goals or expectations or responsibilities? And is there a way for you not to do it fully by yourself? You know, don't forget to ask for help. Don't forget to cultivate relationships where equal energy can be exchanged. And so when we're a little low, like that person or that group can be like, hey, you know, kind of remember, you gotta rest, you gotta chill. Like, this is also part of Black liberation. And so if we're thinking a speculative world,